Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Boss Babe Business Show, episode 141. So, I'm just joining everybody early because the show starts at 7 p.m. Central Time. So, technically around in about 15 to 18 minutes. So, I'm giving everybody a chance to just come on, join on in the show. We're going to be streaming predominantly on YouTube. All our platforms, most of our platforms are still up, but YouTube is where we're going to be having that real conversation and dialogue. And that's where I'll be pinning comments from as well. So I'm going to give everybody a chance to come in. Feel free to introduce yourself, share what state you're based out of, share, what services you provide. If you're a shopper, if you're a business owner, if you're both, let us know in the comments. We're about to network. We're about to share some opportunities. I'm going to give everybody that countdown, and then we're going to get to it and enjoy this show. I'll talk to you all soon. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Boss Babe Business Show. I am your host, Katan. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I'm the founder of BossBabeBlog.com, a small business shopping directory. So if you are a small business owner and you're needing some exposure, head to our website and become a member. And if you are a small business shopper and you just want to learn about amazing brands that are verified and credible in our directory, head to our website and purchase a personal shopping experience. And actually, I said purchase, but it's actually free right now. So if you go to the homepage of our website, scroll down, it talks a little bit about our personal shopping experience. You can select it and you can choose what experience you would like. If you just want the information emailed to you, you can choose that. If you would prefer to sit down in a room, one-on-one in a video call, then you can choose that as well. All right. So now that we have done that, I want to go ahead and shout out the amazing small businesses that I am representing this evening. So shout out to Bling with Shell. My rose gold hoop earrings are coming from Bling with Shell. My lipstick is actually coming from the Slade collection. My sweatshirt is coming from MJ's Tees and Custom Designs, of course. And I want to say thank you to all of you wonderful businesses because you make me look so good. All right. So now that we've done the shout outs, let's move into the show. Let me let everybody know what to expect this evening. Sorry, my phone's on audio. I needed to go to my page. So we are going to be interviewing an amazing business owner that is listed in our directory this evening. Let me just tell y'all what the schedule is. So I have two things that I'm going to be talking about tonight. The first thing is we're going to talk about two things you can do to increase productivity in your business and ensure that you feel happier while working to promote and expand your brand. More importantly, you're going to feel proud about the decisions that you make for your brand. And the lasting impression that you leave with others who encounter your brand. So I'm going to share those two behaviors. And I'm also going to share 3 tips when it comes to building intentional and impactful collaborations for your business. I've partnered with a lot of business owners that have been great partnerships. We've been able to do great things together and seen a lot of growth. And so if you're looking for partnerships that last, that are worth the time that you're investing into them, I do have some tips that may help you. So if you're a small business owner or a future business owner, entrepreneur, this may be something you want to tune into. And last but never least, we are going to be interviewing another business owner that is listed in our directory and learn what product she's going to be showcasing today. So let's go ahead and get started. Feel free to let me know in the comments what state you're based out of. And if you're a small business shopper, let us know, what kind of items you like to shop for. If you're a small business owner, introduce yourself. Let us know what state you're based out of. What services do you provide? Because somebody might be in your backyard that would love to shop with you. And feel free to drop your website or your pages where people can follow you. And if you are both, then let us know both. Introduce yourself as a business owner, but also take the time to let us know what kind of items are you shopping for right now during the holiday season, and what kind of stuff do you look for in general. And if you have any feedback about items that are hard to find from a small business, feel free to let me know in the comments, because I may already have a business owner that is verified in our directory that provides those products or services. And if I don't, I'll still keep that in mind as I'm encountering businesses that may be great for you. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So let's start off with our interview. And then also, I did say that we only had one left. Shelly won the last one, but I actually found one more. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of our last item on the shelf for prizes before we bring in these new prizes. So this one is a bottle opener. It says our adventure begins. Let the adventure begin. And you have a chance of winning that tonight. All you have to do is pay attention to the interview, because at the end of the interview, we're going to ask a couple of questions and you can earn some tickets, and you'll be placed on the raffle, and we're going to find out who wins this bottle opener so that they can have this for a client, a family member, friend, themselves, whoever loves travel, adventure, but it's shaped like a jet. There's a map behind it, and then a sign that says our adventure begins. All right. So let's go ahead and start off with our first interview of the evening. So the business owner that I'm interviewing this evening is a member of our directory. She's been a member of our directory for quite some time. She actually has provided more than one service through more than one brand in our directory. So she's one of the few people that has more than one business in our directory. She's a professional. She's very passionate about providing services, and she serviced a lot of customers in our directory. So I'm going to go ahead and bring her on just in case anyone is looking for some amazing apparel vendors. Let's bring her on. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And I actually, of course, it's always a pleasure to have you. I forgot to tell everyone, when you're watching the interview, if you want to flip your screen and enlarge it, do that. You can connect your phone to your TV so you don't have to squint or hold the phone or, mess up your posture or your neck looking down at that phone. So I'm going to try to keep reminding everybody that as we watch these shows so y'all can be comfortable. Yeah, I'm going to try. All right. So MJ, welcome, and please introduce yourself. Share your story first, and then go into introducing your business.
Okay. Well, for those of you who are new to me, my name is Miriam Jackson. When I am not in business mode, I call myself, I do too much. That's what I say. I do too much. When I'm not in business mode, I'm a college English professor. I am also a restaurant worker part-time. I wear multiple hats. I wear a lot of different hats, and yeah, I wear a lot of different hats. Um, I have been teaching now for the past 7 years. I have been in the restaurant industry for the last 5 years. I have seniority. So when you think of me, I want you to really think of longevity, because this is not no short term stuff. We in here for the long haul. So my business is I do own two businesses in the three businesses in the directory. Two that are more widely known than the other one. But I am the CEO of Travel with MJ. That is the independent travel agency. I'm also the CEO of MJ's Tees and Custom Designs. I'm also the CEO of Complete Scale Change with MJ, but we are focusing on one business. So that's all I'm going to say on that one.
Well, shout out to all three of those businesses because we love them all. If you haven't checked out the Complete Scale Change with MJ, the tees that I was talking about, MJ provides those. I will be getting my next batch soon because baby, them teas gonna clean you out. If you need a good detox tea, somebody was asking for a detox tea. I don't remember what platform, where it was. I've been like all inquired out, and we're gonna talk about that on the show. But someone did ask for a detox tea. And if you're looking for a great tea that's going to help you clean you out naturally, you can choose this, and you want to make sure you dilute it properly so it can be gentle. Because the way I was manhandled by that tea ought to be
That's hilarious.
It was yanking me around, throwing me in the bathroom. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
If you don't want to be manhandled by this tea, you need to make sure you dilute it. But it is a great tea, and it helps with your stomach. I did see a change in like just my energy. When your gut is right, you feel great. And so you notice that change when you have the right teas and the right drinks in your system. So shout out to Complete Scale Change with MJ. And then we are going to actually, I think the website's already up on the directory. So if you want to learn more about it, go to our directory. It's underneath the wellness and I think fitness tab. Check her out. All right. So MJ, now that we have learned a little bit more about the brand that you're going to be talking about tonight, well, you did talk about MJ's Tees and Custom Designs. Let's go a little bit further into you. So you did share that, you wear many hats. You've been an educator for 7+ years. Shout out to all the educators. We appreciate you. We don't have your patience. We are not worthy. And because baby, I can't. And on top of you being an educator, having 3 different businesses in our directory, also having experience in the servicing industry, being a travel professional, providing vacation design and planning for people, you're also a person. So let's go a little bit deeper behind that. Tell us, what has been the biggest motivation for you pursuing all of these goals in entrepreneurship?
Oh, the biggest reason that I go so hard is because I remember a time where I didn't have. I remember a time where, and this might be a little bit more than what I've told, but I have been that broke college student. I have been that struggling young adult where, credit wasn't, excuse me, where credit wasn't discussed to us. It was just, here, get a credit card, have a credit card, have a credit card, have a credit card. And it wasn't discussed to us the dangers of maxing out a credit card. It wasn't discussed to us the dangers of having, very, very high balances on credit cards. And I've been there. I've maxed out some credit cards in my younger years where I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this. And then eventually I did get out of it. And then once I got out of it, I said, no more. So, if shout out to the financial people, the financial industry, because it's very important to have the people in the financial industry to educate us on that. But I just remember a while ago when I didn't have, and that feeling of, I don't ever want to be there again. So that's why I go so hard for my businesses. That's why there will never be a day that you don't see me working my business, whether you see me on social media or whether I'm working, off social media, but still working. There will never be a day that I am not working in my business. Even if I am brainstorming offline, I am working my business because I don't want to be in a place where I don't have. I don't want to be in that place. That place is not comfortable. It's not cute. And like I tell people, it's not cute to be broke, and it's not cute to be homeless. It ain't cute. So, that's one of the biggest reasons why I go so hard, because you don't have a lot of people to help you. Some of us only have ourselves to depend on. So we have to make sure that we have everything that we need when we need it in order for us to stay afloat. So it's got to be in you. If it's not in you, you're going to continue to make excuses. If it's not in you, you're going to continue to find a reason to cast doubt. You're just going to find a reason. It's got to be in you. I can sit here and tell you this all night long until I am red in the face. But if you don't have it in yourself, it's going to be so hard for somebody to motivate you because you have not found that motivation within yourself.
Yeah. You are speaking like gems, dropping gems. And I have to touch on a couple things that you said. The first thing was where you talked about just that feeling of, I don't want to be here anymore. You have reached a place, from what it sounds like, you're at that place where you love the results more than you love the feeling of being comfortable, because being comfortable allows you to be comfortable, but it keeps you in the same space of the other things that you might not be comfortable with, like not being able to do certain things, having limits on your life. When you become comfortable in that space, you're not as much worried about it. But when you just become so sick of the circumstances to the point where you're like, I'm not letting this happen again. I'm not making any excuses. I got to get out of this. There's no other option. You start to do things that you didn't even realize you had in you. So I think that you're at that place, because that's a lot of times what I have to tell sometimes entrepreneurs or, new clients, because they'll ask me like, what is it that you do to keep you so consistent? How do you keep working? Like, how are you not tired? You have other businesses, you have clients where you're managing their business. And the honest truth is that there is no secret recipe. You have to want it. You have to want the results more than you want the days of laziness or the days of complacency, the comfort of the complacency, because it is comfortable, right? But then you're sacrificing going for the things that you truly want and getting the results that you truly want. So you have to want that result more. And then there was something else that you said that really stuck that I wanted to kind of touch back on. But I don't, it was something important too. You were talking about, the thought process of you have to want it for yourself because no one is going to be able to motivate you. And there was another thing that you said, really big gem. You made the statement, some of us only have ourselves to make things happen. It is very, very, very important that no matter if you have yourself or you have a village of 1 million people, that there is something in you that makes things happen for yourself. It does not mean you can't ask for help, whether you have a lot of people or little people. It does not mean that you can't be vulnerable, but you have to have something in you that makes you want to work for yourself, because it is never fair to the people around you to expect them to be what pushes you forward. And it creates unhealthy friendships, relationships, and business partnerships to the point where you put a strain on the people who genuinely and truly do want to see you win.
Right.
You become resentful because you're not seeing the sales or you're not seeing the results, but you have not done what it takes to get the results. And you're expecting other people to push you forward in areas that you are not pushing yourself forward. So I just want to leave that thought for everybody who's trying to accomplish a dream, a vision, a business, whatever it is, that you have to be that person. You have to be the catalyst for yourself, no matter how many people are around you, because there's going to be days when some people do not show up for what you are doing, and you have to show up for yourself and stay consistent. That is what's most important. And so I think that, sometimes people get lost in that idea of like support and what it means. But just because I'm supporting you does not mean that I am responsible for you having the motivation to get up and do what you need to do for your business. So, you get sometimes relationships where people become dependent upon other people showing up. Oh, I'll host the event if I get a certain amount of people. Oh, I'll talk about my products if people ask me questions and they're interested. It's all dependent upon what other people are doing, and it needs to be dependent upon yourself and what you're trying to achieve. So I really like that you mentioned that, MJ, and I do have to give you your props because you said a word. You've been a part of our conversations off camera where we talked about words that you want people to think of when it comes to your brand. And there was a word that you said, longevity. And I can absolutely attest and give you those flowers because we have known your brand to be consistent, even with your newer business, to be consistent for being there, being available for other people. Longevity is a word for you. We've had so many shows where you come on and talked about your solutions for people. People remember, hey, if I need this, I can go back there. I can not talk to you for a month or see you for 2 months, but know that if I need some services, I can reach out to you or I can refer somebody to you. And I'm not wondering if you're still open, if your doors are open, if your website is up, if you've shut it down and said, oh, well, nobody helped me. So, nobody wants to book travel. So I'm out. I don't have to worry about that or think about that because I know that the consistency is there. So for anyone else who has you're welcome. Anyone out there who has a business or a dream, think of the word that you want people to think of when they think about you and your brand. And then ask yourself, do your actions mirror that? Because I've got to say, you definitely do when it comes to longevity, when it comes to consistency, when it comes to follow through, reliability. I see that. And in every aspect, as a client, when I'm purchasing products from you, as a business partner, when I'm trying to do collaborations for Boss Babe Blog, as someone who has worked with me on different projects, you show up. So got to give you your flowers. Toast.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I do also, before we move on, I do want to say this. I first want to shout out the business owners that have multiple businesses in a directory as well. I know I'm not the first. I am just one of many very, very, very passionate professionals here that have multiple businesses in the directory. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to the shoppers, because without the shoppers, realistically, we wouldn't be here. Let's just keep it a bean. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the shoppers. So shout out to the shoppers. Shout out to the business owners that are shoppers. Just shout out to everybody. And just remember to keep pushing forward. Whatever your dream is, whatever you desire to do, keep pushing forward. And if you got people in your corner that's telling you, oh, you can't do it, eliminate them, not your dream. Thank you.
Yes, period. Okay. That was so eliminate them.
Eliminate them.
All right. Okay, so next thing that we are going to do is now talk about, well, first we're going to talk about your location. What state are you based out of for anyone that's kind of peeping in this video? And which states do you service to?
Okay, so we are based in the state of Georgia, or as I like to say over this show, Big GA. And we provide service to all 50 states, including Hawaii.
Okay, yay! Congratulations.
Thank you.
Right. And we do have some feedback. So Shelly giving you your flowers, and she said you are absolutely amazing. She also said preach, so she was really feeling that message. Let's move into these products. Excuse me. So before we start the products, I am wearing one product from her shop. Know your worth and add tags. That's what we all need to be doing this year in every relationship in your life. I wear this sweatshirt with pride and with clarity. So you know there will be a fee, and I am not ashamed. So
be proud of your fee, Bookie.
Whether it's monetary, whether it's emotionally, whether it's intellectually, there will be a fee when you are in my presence. Okay, just like there's a fee, or there should be, when people are in your presence. That's just what comes with reciprocation, appreciation, respect. Okay, so this is a shirt for me, or the sweatshirt for me, I should say. So if you want to shop with her business and you want $10 off after you spend $50, you're going to use my coupon code KBOSS, KBOSS, all caps. Now let's talk about these products that are also coming from MJ's Tees and Custom Designs. What you got?
So we're kind of layering these out by section. We're going to start with the seasonal designs first.
Okay.
The first design I'm going to start with is actually the one that I'm wearing right now. It says, "I'll take you to the pumpkin patch," or whatever 50 Cent said.
I'll take you to the pumpkin patch.
If you know the song, you get the reference to the t-shirt. If you don't,
they know the song.
This might not be it.
We have variety though.
Hey. We do. Oh, we're gonna go through some variety today.
So wait,
this shirt
question. Yes. You're about to answer it. Never mind. Go ahead.
This shirt is it's up on the website. It is $20. It starts at $20. So let me explain the price breakdown for everybody who might be new. So we do short sleeve, long sleeve, sweatshirts, the crew neck sweatshirts, and we do hoodies. Prices start at $20 or $25, depending on which type of shirt it is, and that's going to be for the short sleeve shirt, and it's going to go up from there. What our CEO is wearing is one of our crew neck sweatshirts, and that one is going to be $35.
Oh, I thought I was like, which CEO for a second, but you said sweatshirt, so that's me.
You, Bookie.
Okay.
You, Bookie.
Know your worth, then add tags.
You, Bookie. That's going to be 30. No, that one's going to be 30. 30.
Okay, I forgot. 30. I think this is my second time getting. Well,
no, it is. But okay. for all current and accurate pricing, please go over to mjsteesandcustomdesigns.com for all accurate pricing. Now, let's get the show on the road. Keeping up with keeping up with the seasonal design of Thanksgiving, and y'all know me. I am a self-professed big back. So we have the big back t-shirt.
Ooh.
Big back energy.
Ooh.
Thanksgiving edition. Yes, we do.
Ooh, it looks good. It looks edible. That's how you know I'm a part of that, because I'm like, ooh, that look good.
Big back, big back.
Big back, big back. Yeah, my back is loaded up with snacks and too.
Hey.
Not her dancing in the back.
Hey.
We need a third person to make the beat. Oh. It looks.
This,
Oh.
this is why I told you what I told you when we was in
Oh,
the back
yeah.
office.
No,
This
I've been
is
doing
what I
really
thought.
good. I've been doing really good. You see, I got the
I'm
drink
proud of
over
you.
there. I'm good. I'm good.
So this is a short sleeve. Let me focus. This is a short sleeve t-shirt. This is up on our website. It is $20, and it does go up by size. So 20 is going to be the price for small to extra large. It's going to be an additional $2 for 2X, an additional $3 for 3X, so on and so forth. Again, for all pricing, head over to the website. Okay.
Got
So
it.
we have the Big Back Energy t-shirt. Okay. Now the next t-shirt was an unexpected t-shirt, but we're gonna rock it out. Okay. Any pumpkin spice lovers in the audience? This one is for you. This one is for you. Okay. Again, this one is not on the website yet. This one needs to be added on the
That is
website. But
so
if you are
cute.
interested in it, definitely let me know and we will get that to you. Or I'll just post a post in the networking group letting you know that it is available to you on the website.
Okay, let's
Again,
run a quick poll, MJ. I really want to know. If you have ever tried pumpkin spice, drop a pumpkin in the comments and let us know did you like it or not. And then if you have not, but you've tried eggnog, drop an egg emoji in the comments and then let us know if you like it or not.
I like that.
You know, I'm just wondering. I just want to hear what y'all got to say.
I'm
It looks
curious.
so good.
I'm curious, but here is the Pumpkin Spice Coffee Club t-shirt. Will be on the website coming soon.
Okay. How much is that one again?
This one is going to start at 20.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm thinking of family reunions, gatherings, friends all meeting up together looking cute. I'm thinking about our secret
Yes.
Santa. Yeah, we could all have like our matching tees. I'm thinking about our Secret Santa event that's going to be coming up. I'm thinking about our brunch. So many different things to use these t-shirts for.
Now that secret Santa one, the designs came in like right before the show started. I didn't even have time to get those pressed.
Oh,
But it's
okay.
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 We'll see them soon. It's okay. They'll be here soon. All righty. So the next one, now we're moving into our Christmas apparel. Speaking of those Christmas parties, we have the classic. This is my Christmas movie watching shirt. Let me fix it. Let me make sure it's correct.
Ooh. Cute.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes. Now this is a long sleeve shirt, so this one's going to start at 25. This is a long sleeve shirt. This is going to start.
Those are perfect for like movie nights and stuff.
Yeah,
like with the girls, or if you do like a movie night date, something like that. That'll be so adorable.
I'm curious as to what everybody's favorite Christmas movie is. You know, we go from Halloween to Christmas. You know, Thanksgiving is not really thought of.
That's a good question. Let's get a survey in the comments. Everybody, what's your favorite Christmas movie? Let's hear it. And then what kind of movies, even if it's not a Christmas themed movie, what do you like to watch around Christmas time? I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I have like this Why Did I Get Married craving. I just want to watch that scene where they're sitting down at the table. I'm sorry. So that's like,
yeah, that one is crazy.
I'm not sorry. Why Did I Get
Married?
Not sorry. I gotta watch it. I need that. And sometimes Diary of a Mad Black Woman, I need that. I need Charles in that bathtub. I just need it. So, all right, let's see what's
now, my favorite Christmas movie of all time, it is definitely Home Alone 2.
Okay, we're on two different spectrums.
Yeah, you went all the way off. My favorite Christmas movie, Home Alone 2. All right. So the next shirt, we're still within the Christmas theme. We have a Jingle Juice t-shirt that is here. Now this is a long sleeve t-shirt as well, so it'll start at 25. Let me fold that.
So I need some Jingle Juice.
Now this one is actually remixed. Remixed is where we press down the original design and then we add foil to make it another color. So this one is actually remixed in silver. You probably can't see it too well now, but you will see it in one of the next shirts coming up. So you'll be able to see more of the silver. So we do offer remixing. Again, remixing is where we take a design and it has to be a screen print design only. So what Catan is wearing would be eligible for remixing. Yes,
Okay,
it would
got
be
a little bit of
eligible.
feedback, MJ. So was it MJ that said the single toaster is not for big back? Yes, that was her. That
That
was
was me.
her. The big
That
back
was me.
activist. That was her.
Mhm.
And then let's see. Charlie says she did have pumpkin spice. She liked it.
Oh, cool.
Let's see. Ooh, okay. I'm over here seeing donation stuff in the comments, things in the midst, but let me mind my business. All right. Eggnog, I especially love with some brandy. Oh, so
Oh,
wait, do you okay? I don't even that's a whole nother show for a whole nother day. I don't even know how to make eggnog. I'm gonna look that up. I've never even had it. Eggnog, just the name by it just sounds eggnog, but I'm gonna try it to this year. Let's
right.
see. And then let's see. She said my favorite Christmas movie is Preacher's Wife. And Shelly said, I love the Christmas cartoons. Flintstone cartoons is my favorite. And you know what I like? I like the holiday
I love
funnies. I don't know if they still do them, but you know the funnies in the newspaper? I used to love those. Like when they would have them
Yeah.
around holiday
You
season,
know, so many
Charlie
things have
Brown.
been taken away. I don't like it, but
Yeah. So yeah,
it's okay.
that's one that I did like. Okay. So let's go ahead and get on to the next product.
All
What you
right.
got?
So now we have moved out of the seasonal items and we just have some everyday items. This one is probably one of my favorite vacation teas where I tell them to prepare the others.
Yes. Okay.
Let me
I
get
might
this correct. Let me get this right.
grab
Where I
that.
tell them to prepare the others. I'm out. Okay.
I like the color.
I'm out. Thanks. I love this shirt. I actually do have this shirt I have it in a crop top too. I have to find it. I need that for
Yes.
next year.
Do you have the crop top on your website already?
I do not.
Okay.
I do not.
I'm not a beat.
And I think the only reason I didn't add crop tops is because the sizing only goes up to like a 2X, and we want to be a little bit more size inclusive.
Okay. Good to know. Noted.
So that is the Prepare the Other t-shirt. This one is going to be $25. It is backwards. It is backwards. But this one will be $25 up on the website. Okay. This next one here, I'm going to flip these over. This one's going to be the remix more in silver where you'll be able to see it.
Oh, yes. Okay, I saw that one. That's nice.
It says expensive, difficult, and talks back.
Is this the color that you chose for our upcoming podcast?
This one, yes. This one was for the...
It's like a navy's, almost like a navy blue, but a little softer.
No, it's navy. It's flat out navy.
Oh, it is navy. Oh.
Yeah, it's navy.
Okay,
yeah, cool. Flat out navy. This one was the one for the most recent one we did.
The silver one. Yeah, you're right.
The most recent one we did. So yes, but this one is remixed in silver. So this one would start at $25 for short sleeve shirts because it is remixed in silver. If you can see that reflection.
Mm-hmm.
Everything to me. I love silver. If we haven't figured that out yet.
I like it though, the size of it too, because a lot of times that's another thing that I really didn't like when I was shopping. Sometimes when you go buy t-shirts and sweatshirts, they'll have a logo and stuff, but it'll be all tiny. And I'm like, what am I supposed to really do with that? I like the fact that, you know, you're printing, you're not stingy with the sizing of the printing. Like you have it nice, big, and just printed on there so people can see this from afar. Like I want you
to be able to see this from wherever.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I want you to be able to see this one. And then we have another classic one, you know, because I am me. Warning, I have no filter.
Good one. How much is that one?
This one is $20. It is up on the website.
Okay.
Well, it starts at $20. It is up on the website. And then for the last few items, we're switching over to our business branding because if you're not wearing your brand, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, what are you doing? All right, we're going to start off with our logo t-shirt. Of course, it's going to be the Travel with MJ logo t-shirt because sister brand, big sister brand, always have to be representing. So we have this one in red.
You should.
We have this one in red. Logo tees start at $25.
Okay.
the short sleeve, and go up from there, depending on size and depending on option. We have some other options here. It's going to be the same logo, but it's going to be on different clothing, so it's okay.
Okay. Okay. Good to
That
know.
is
So
the
this is perfect.
t-shirt. For those who are getting ready to go into the colder months, we have the hoodie.
Mm.
We have the hoodie.
Mm.
This is the pullover hoodie. This pullover hoodie is $45. Now you can bundle these in the business swag bundle, but we'll talk about that once I show all the products. But this one will start at 45 for sizes small to extra large, and then go up from there.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Now, if you are still in one of those warmer states where you might be cold at about 7 a.m., but it's going to be about 65, 70 at 2 o'clock, you can always get you a zip up hoodie.
I like the color of that. I like that green.
Thank you. You can get you a zip up hoodie so that you can take it off and you can have your logo on there. This one will also be 45 because it is a hoodie, and hoodies are expensive.
Oh yes, they are. They keep you warm.
They
Sweatshirts
do.
keep you warm.
Sweatshirts and hoodies do the job, but they are expensive. So we have the zip up hoodie, we have the pullover hoodie. So if you are in New York or if you are in Texas, we got something for you. We got something.
Okay.
And then for my business owners who are going out to networking events and pop-up shops, we also do polos.
Love it. Love it. Is that reflective? Is that a reflective polo?
No, it's just white.
Oh, okay. It looks good on the green though.
Thank you.
You got some compliments on your hair.
Thank you.
Loving your hairstyle. I know I liked it too. I said, okay, she pulled the puff ball at the top.
And then we also have our last item is going to be a more colorful polo. We do neutral colors and we do colorful colors.
Okay.
What's your flavor?
I know. I like the polos too. I love the polo. I mean, it does elevate the look. It definitely helps with professionalism. So
yes, we absolutely do polos. Polos start at 25, depending on the size of the polo. Polos are available on the website. If you go to the website and you go to I believe it's all under the business swag
bundle.
Yep.
Business swag.
All under the business swag page. It has everything related to business swag, and we're going to talk about those business swags in a minute. So let me scooch up just a smidge. All right. So in our business swag bundles, you can do a hat, a short sleeve shirt, a long sleeve shirt, a sweatshirt, and a hoodie. Okay. You can interchange the pullover hoodie for a zip up hoodie if you wish. Business swag bundles start at 30, 35.
Okay.
One of them. And goes up to $160, which is right now our ultimate swag bundle, which is all 5 items: the short sleeve, the long sleeve, the sweatshirt, the hoodie, and the hat. We will be adding the polos to the swag bundles in case you want to substitute a short sleeve shirt, or if you want to add on a polo with your business swag bundle, you absolutely can. We will be adding that very soon. We're also thinking about venturing into sweatpants.
Ooh, logo sweatpants.
Okay. Logo sweatpants. I have to get mine made because I got to show out with mine. But we are considering branching all the way out into sweatpants. So our business swag bundles will be changing in 2026 because we will be adding on the addition of the polos and potentially the sweatpants. So if you are a business owner who is looking to have swag made, and you just need, maybe one piece of each for right now, go ahead and get you the ultimate swag bundle. It takes care of everything that you need. Add a polo if you're doing networking events and pop-up shops where you want to be a little bit more dressed up, and you will be good to go. Okay. If you don't want the pre-made bundles, you can build your own bundle. So for instance, if you don't want the hat and the t-shirt, but you want 2 hats because it's getting cold, you can absolutely do that. If you want 2 hats and a short sleeve shirt, that would be our build your own trio. You can absolutely do that. If you want to do 2 hats, 2 short sleeves, that'd be your build your own quad. You can absolutely do that. So there are options. You're not limited to the pre-made sets. You can absolutely build your own. And then on the website, I do want to let me address this right quick because I got to pull out 2 of the pieces. So in the business swag bundle, it's going to ask you how you want your logo. If you want original logo colors, this is Travel with MJ's original logo colors. So this is as is and not done any different way. Or if you want a single vinyl color, that is what Travel with MJ's polos are. Okay. If you want that, this one is going to be the higher one, I believe. Yes, this one's going to be the higher one because this one is cut with a cutting machine, a Cricut to be exact. So this one takes time and love to weed and get from the machine to this item. So it really depends on which one you want to do. We can offer both. But a lot of business owners that I see have their own logo, so they'll probably go original logo colors. And there are some business owners that I've seen whose logo would not look good in a Cricut. Would not look the best in Cricut. One logo that I can think of off the top of my head is KBM. KBM's would be a perfect example of original vinyl colors, and it would be absolutely everything that she would need. But Travel with MJ's on the other hand can be either one. So it just depends on what you're looking for, what type of vibe you're going for with your business swag, and what it just really depends on what you're looking for. But come on and give us a shot. You will not be upset. You will not be upset. We handle things very, very professionally. And even if we do make a mistake, we are 100% accountable for that mistake, and making sure that we communicate with the client of what happened and why and what we're going to do to solve it. It's not this happened. It's probably going to be more of, hey, this is what I did and this is what's coming to you, because I'm probably more aware of it because of who I am. So you will not regret it. Absolutely, you will not regret it. I know I've had multiple people reach out for logos, reach out for funny t-shirts, reach out for anything, but we are here. So give us a shot. Give us a shot.
All right. Thank you for sharing all of those, MJ. So did you have any more products that you wanted to showcase since you'll be our only interview for this evening?
That was every single product that I had this evening.
Okay. So now that we get towards the end of your interview, I just want to ask you, what is one inspirational message that you would like to leave with everybody that is watching?
Ooh. One inspirational message that I want to leave with everyone this evening is check up on your strong friends.
That's a good one.
Your strong friends are not always strong because they want to be. Sometimes they are super strong because they don't have a choice. Check up on your strong friends. The friend that always check up on you, check up on them. Okay. The friend that always texts you, text them. The friend that always call you, call them. Every once in a while, it's good to have a friend that reciprocates the energy. Hey girl, how you doing today? I'm just checking on you. That's all it takes. And please don't be that person that's calling to check on somebody to get some money out of them. Don't be that person. Don't be that person.
Woo!
Just say I'm calling to check on you.
You too, y'all.
See
You're
how
hilarious, MJ.
Well, you know, you know.
If I don't be that friend at checkup. No, seriously. No, seriously.
Like, seriously,
Don't get me started. Don't get me triggered. Because, listen, I cannot, if there's one thing that will just drive me to a whole nother look, I got to keep this clean because this is on YouTube and Facebook. Baby, I cannot stand when a person like runs around, tiptoes, backflips, rolls, moonwalks around the bush.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Instead of just getting straight to whatever it is that you are wanting to ask of me. So that I can go ahead and tell you, no, we can save the time. Because whatever you're about to ask me, if you had to do all of that to ask it, most likely the answer needs to be no. But a lot of times, sometimes people will do that and you really just waste both people's time. It's just such a bad thing for building relationships to do those kind of things. If you need something from someone, hey, I'm reaching out. Is now a good time because I have to ask you a favor? Or I'm looking for X, Y, and Z. Just get straight to it. Don't ask me how my day is and then proceed to ask me if I can do something for free for you. And that's not, you don't really want to know how my
you don't really care to know what's going on with me.
You haven't checked on me in 30 years. And I'm 29.
30? I was about to say 30 is a little bit much, but I get what you're saying. 30 is a bit much, but I get what you're saying. But yeah, just don't be mindful, people. Be mindful. Don't be that person who's asking for X, Y, and Z where your strong friend has just gone through A, B, and C. You would know that your strong friend has gone through A, B, and C if you did what? Pick up the phone. And we have to get back to picking up the phone. It's not just it's not just texting anymore. Now, for some, if you are a person who prefers text message, that's one thing. But the majority of the people might want to hear your voice sometimes. So just pick up the phone and call your strong friend or text your strong friend. If you know, like my strong friend is a phone call. Don't text this person. They will not answer a text message. They will pick up the phone and call you and say, hey, you good? I'm good. You sure you good? I'm good. But that is a phone call person. You got to know who you are dealing with. You have the phone call people. You got the text message people. It's okay. Know who you are dealing with. And don't be asking for stuff when you're trying to check up on somebody. Because is you really checking up on me or is you trying to bait me for some information or some money?
Girl.
Ask that person is blocked.
It takes self-awareness because I know a lot of people don't realize how they come off when they do things like that. But you got to have a level of maturity within you to actually say, you know what? Maybe I could be a little bit more genuine with people if I want to have a stronger relationship. I had a person reach out to me. I hadn't talked to this person in years. Went to school with him. This individual reached out to me after about like 7 or 8 years of communication to then ask me if I'm still in a relationship. And I'm pretty sure we can look on my page. I mean, I know social media doesn't say everything, but there was a time when it said Katan is in a relationship. And then it said Katan is not in a relationship. So you spent all that time in the shadows, seeing me, talking about what I've been going through in my life, or not talking about it, because again, it's social media, and that's what you lead with. That's what you lead with. So to me, it doesn't seem like you're really genuinely checking in on me. It seems like you're being nosy and you're coming to get information, which again, that information has nothing to do with you and I's relationship because it didn't matter. So I don't understand what that had to do with us, but stuff like that. It's just, we have to practice trying to be a little bit more genuine to people and make them feel comfortable, like it is a safe space. Because if I don't know you like that, or we haven't been talking like that, and the first thing you're wanting is gossip, or you want to ask questions about stuff that has nothing to do with where I'm at now, it's hard not to question those intentions.
Right.
So, I don't think people realize that.
And it's really like and I got to get on this for just a second. It's like those coworkers at work. You don't talk to me on a daily basis. You don't call my extension and say, hey, how you doing? Why are you calling me for drama?
Yeah.
If that's all that I'm good for to you is drama, unlearn my extension. Unlearn my email address.
Don't be upset when the phone rings, MJ.
I know what she's talking about.
Charlie has really resonated with you. She said, "My spouse and I are the strong friends, and people rarely check on us." So I think your message definitely needs to be repeated over and over again. We got to check on those people that don't normally ask for anything. And there's a
Right.
reason why they don't ask for anything. It's because they grew up in a life where either they watch people that they love be let down and they realize how
Mhm.
dangerous it is to rely on people and expect that everything's going to happen because they say that, or they experience some things in their life that made them feel as if they don't want to be an obligation or a burden to someone. And
Yeah.
although that's not a mind state that we want to stay in or justify as we move through our life with relationships, we do have to just pay attention. When a person is never asking you for anything, they're always the one checking in on you, they're always the one that's active or vocal, and then it's just quiet. That's the times when we need to say, hey, let me go check in. And let's avoid getting to that quiet space. Let's check on them before they go into that mode of not being able to handle everything that's going on, so they shut down. So
Mhm.
I definitely love that message. And so does Charlie, really feeling that message. He's talking about right now.
It's necessary because you especially in the business world, when you develop, strong relationships outside of, just business transactions, like, for example, a lot of the women in the directory have become really, really good friends, like sisters. And in fact, like, you can't go too long without checking in. Otherwise, you good? And I know I'm big on it, and I need to make sure that I circle back to all of my business sisters because I'm coming. I need to know y'all okay. I'm coming. I need to know y'all okay. But we've and that's one of the things that, and I got to go on this. This is one of the things I love about the directory. We've become more than just business transactions. It's one thing to be a business transaction, but it's another thing to really become a sisterhood. And that's what this is really. And don't get me wrong, fellas, if you come into the directory, you will be
We got
enveloped in.
brotherhoods too,
Right.
you
I
know.
say you will be enveloped in just like the ladies are. We do welfare checks and we don't discriminate on whether you are male or female. At least I don't. Um but it's become a big bond between all of us. We know that, take for example, I'm in Eastern Standard Time, Katan's in Central Standard Time, and you have Lady D who's in Mountain Time, and you have Shelly who's in Pacific Time. Well, we all know it doesn't matter what time we message. We might not get it at the time that you sent it, but when we get up, we're gonna get it and we're gonna respond. And if we don't respond, somebody is sending an additional message to figure out why you ain't respond to the first one.
Listen, that's funny that you said that because I actually, when I was onboarding some of the new members, because we have multiple resources, but we have two ones that are dedicated to our members on Facebook. It's a private community called Boss Connections. And then we have a Instagram community for our members on Instagram. Some members are a part of both of them, and some members are a part of one or the other. So in our Instagram community, I was talking to a member one on one, and she was like, oh, did somebody just send a message? Wasn't it like 12 in the morning? I said, this is a nationwide chat. So just
Yeah,
be prepared that
just
you're
be
going to have
prepared.
people sitting from different times. Go ahead and put those notifications on mute and then set you an alarm and come back and check, because we got people that are sending messages at times when people are going to sleep, which is really funny, but it's also a really beautiful thing because, there's people all around the US, but we're all connected. So I really
Right.
do love that. And I definitely agree with you. I got to talk my talk when I say that there's not any directory that I know of that provides that experience. So if you are someone that is truly needing support, needing community, needing quality resources, go ahead and come on over and join us. And directories on average cost around $50. This is like the lower range, $50 a month just to have your business listed in the directory.
Hmm.
That's usually the cost for that. And so my price point may be a little similar depending on which membership you're getting, but you're not just having your brand listed in directory. You're able to have it broadcast on different platforms, so many different things. But yeah. But no, let's get back to what we were originally talking about, because we kind of got off for a second. But no,
Yeah, we
because we
did.
were really but for a good
Not
reason. So thank you for that acknowledgement. And I do agree with you when it comes to that checking in on people who maybe you don't normally check in on. Check in on your strong friends. I agree with you. Um, MJ, did you want to end with any last note or message? And then also letting everybody know where they can contact you or shop with you.
Yes, so you can shop our website, mjsteesandcustomdesigns.com. You can send us an email. Actually, if you go to our website and you use the contact us form on our website, we will get back to you as quickly as we can. As I stated earlier, in this whole shebang, I wear multiple hats. So I'm not a scammer because I didn't get back to you in 2 hours. I'm busy. Okay.
She just organized. We got more than one business coming, so y'all get to the website.
And one last message that I want to leave, and I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Just be the friend that you want to have. Just be that's mandatory, girl. You already know. You already know. Be the friend that you want to have. If you want that friend that's going to check in on you, you got to be that friend to check in on people. If you want that friend who buys and doesn't ask for discounts, you need to be that friend that buys and don't ask for discounts. If you want that friend who puts their credit card down, and I'm going back all the way through history of everything I've ever said, if you want that friend to put their card down and charge it, you got to do the same. It is all about reciprocity. You can't say you want this, but you're not willing to do what you're asking for. You got to reciprocate. If you can't reciprocate for, financial reasons, that makes sense. We're not telling you to go into additional debt trying to be that friend. But if you are in a position where you can, and you know your friend does that, go shop your friend. Go shop your friend. Now, if your friend is offering discounts to everybody, yes, but don't think that you're special and think that you're supposed to get some sort of special discount, because your friends still got to pay bills.
We are all special, sweetie. We are all special. No one is bigger than the program. We are all the program. Let's get that through everybody's head, because I agree with you. And then there's another area to this too. If your friend owns a business or a establishment or anything, do not expect them to give you a level of treatment differently than they would give their clients if you're not their client. And if you are their client, don't expect different. I don't understand that. I never have understood that. Like, I had one person who was like, I know you're going to take it easy on me. Because I was like, no, I'm not. Don't. And this was for business coaching and stuff. I'm like, no, I'm absolutely not. Actually, we're going to go harder.
I'm about to say, in fact, I'm going harder because you know me. And you know my filter does not work.
What do you mean? Because you already know this. So, we have to also have that same level of respect for their establishment, for what they're doing. Like, if your friend says, oh, to do this, you must do that, show up and do it just like you would anywhere else. Do not expect a different kind of treatment just because you know that person. Oh, I'll just text her and see if I can. No, go through whatever it is she's saying needs to be done that everyone else does. Do that. No one is bigger than the program, and we are all special. So when people tell me like, oh, I'm special. Yeah, you're special. I'm special too. They're special. My clients are special. The person who inquired about the service is special. We are all just special people. So what does that have to do with what we are doing and what the expectation or standard is for my brand? That has nothing to do with that. We're all special. So yes, I'm with you on that. We're on the same page when it comes, baby.
Listen. We've had plenty of conversations about this and other things, and we could be here all night to talk about that. But we still have a production to put on. And again, I just want to say thank you for the platform. Thank you for the opportunity. Looking forward to many, many more and everything else that we're doing, because it's a lot.
Yes, and I do have to
2026 is a lot.
Before we let you go, I do want to say thank you so much for being a member of our directory. Thank you for listing more than one business in our directory. Thank you for joining the show. And lastly, thank you for becoming a gift sponsor for our event.
Yes.
I'm so excited. So guys, MJ's Tees and Custom Designs is one of our sponsors for our upcoming Soft Girl Sunday event, which means that you are going to see them all over our social media. And as I receive the products for the raffle, I'm going to be doing videos of what I'm receiving. They're going to be donating a Soft Girl Sunday inspired hoodie. So that everyone can take advantage of that, check out some of the stuff that they provide, and we can make one special woman feel special when she gets this raffle basket. So thank you. I appreciate you. Shout out to you. We also have another one of our sponsors in the chat. So shout out Shelly. Bling with Shell is also another sponsor for this gift basket. I'm extremely excited. But thank you. Yes, yay! I'm a good student at that, y'all. So thank you so much, MJ. It's been a pleasure having you on. And I appreciate you.
Thank you. We appreciate you as well.
Thank you. That's what I can. Okay. Well, you look, don't get me started. But enjoy your night and stay tuned if you want a chance to win our official last travel inspired bottle opener. This is really the last one, y'all. I know I said the last one was the last one, but this is the last one because I was looking through stuff. Yes, this is the last one.
It'd be like that sometimes, but
I was like, wait, I could have sworn this was it. No, Shelly won the last one. And then I started going through the basket, my little prize basket, and I was like, okay, it's time to go ahead and get the last one away, and then we're gonna move on to our next batch of prizes. So.
Good deal. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Have a good night.
Good night.
Okay, so let's see what we got going on. Let me see. Shelly said, I so appreciate you all, and we appreciate you too, Shelly, very, very much. Let's see. And we love you too. Yes, we do look out for each other, Charlie. I definitely agree. Yay. Okay, Charlie. Shoot a message on the website or portal. I don't know if we already did our raffle basket, but we got some other stuff that we could very much do. And we might actually add, because you do gift baskets. So if you wanted to do that, I think you had like a cute tea basket with a pretty little honey thing on it. That'd be awesome. And then I can attach that to the raffle basket. Just let me know. Let me know. And then let's see. I know it is time to replenish the prize basket. Hey, okay. I mean, that's what you're trying to do. We're not gonna turn you down. We appreciate you. Okay. So, all right, now we got to move on to the next thing. We got to shout out the sponsors. I have 5 sponsors so far for our Soft Girl Sunday, and I want to say thank you to every single one of them. We have Michael, who actually provides shoes, like comfortable shoes for people that are either diabetic, elderly, or simply just want to have the right shoe wear to support their posture and to support their body throughout the day. And like I was discussing with him off camera, it's really important that we start investing in those things now. It does not matter what age you are at. If you are younger and you feel like, oh, I'm good, I don't need to worry about it, you need to start. If you are older and you feel like, well, I'm already there, you need to start, because these kind of things can really affect your day. It can affect your health in ways that, might really help you. So the way that you sit, the way that you, your posture, these are all important. So Michael is actually going to be gifting us I can't think of the name right now. He said it to me like 5 billion times. Shout out to Michael for his patience. But when you wear heels as a woman, the heel of your foot, how sometimes it can hurt a little bit if you don't have cushion there. He's actually going to be shipping products for a pair of heels that you can actually put. Yes, thank you, Charlie. That you can actually put underneath the heels. So we will have those. Bougie Steps is also giving out 1 free pair of shoes from their vendor table, because they will be at the event as a vendor. And they're giving you a $15 voucher that you can use on their website on your next order. We have Bling with Shell that will be shipping out some jewelry to help you get into that soft girl mode. We have Tan Vine that is actually funding the Soft Girl blanket. So it's going to be a cute blanket for Soft Girl Sunday, and it'll go to that one winner. And then we also have, Bling with Shell, Tan Vine, Michael, MJ's Tees and Custom Designs. They'll be shipping out the hoodie. So there you have it. All of our sponsors. Shout out to all of you. I appreciate you. Yay. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Okay. And so now that we've done that, I do want to go into what I was going to discuss this evening. I have some tips that may really help somebody in their business. 2 things that I wanted to discuss tonight. The first thing was 2 ways that I have been able to really elevate my business presentation consistency overall, and something that might help other professionals out there that are starting a business or thinking about starting or have one. The first thing is avoid overcommitting. So a lot of times we overcommit, and what ends up happening is we underdeliver. You always want to undercommit and over deliver because it leaves people with such a wonderful experience, and it leaves a message that your brand is something positive in their mind. When you overcommit and then you under deliver, you now have to work twice as hard just to gain their trust again, or just to get on their good graces, so they feel like you're someone that's credible, that they would actually want to refer to someone else or talk about in a positive light. And so that is the first thing. We have to stop overcommitting as business owners. We want to help everyone. We want to be there for everyone. We want to attend everything. We want to be in every room. But the reality is that just like when it comes to marketing and having your target audience is not everyone. And what you need to be doing with your business cannot be everywhere just yet. And so for that reason, we got to be realistic with ourselves. So the first way that you're going to see growth in your business is you're going to stop overcommitting to things without analyzing how it's going to affect your business and what is required of you. Because when you do this, you're going to find yourself moving a lot smoother. You're going to feel a lot less stressed out. You're going to produce things with higher quality. That's what happens when you start to pay attention to those things. You are going to avoid saying yes or no to anything without sitting down and researching or thinking about how it's going to truly affect your brand. Because a lot of partnerships, a lot of collaborations, people will say yes automatically and then sit down later on and realize that this wasn't something beneficial for them, or it didn't make sense, or what is being asked of them, they are unable to deliver. And consistency is very important. So first tip is going to be avoid overcommitting. We're going to undercommit. We're going to over deliver. That's the first side of things. The next thing, which is going to come automatically with that, is we are going to avoid making any excuses, and we are going to execute. Whatever it is that we say we're going to execute, we are going to follow through, because the time that we spend on excuses is time that we could be spending on figuring out how to get around whatever obstacles are in front of us. Whatever dreams that you have out there, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. You can do it. You have to keep working. You have to stay consistent, and you cannot be in the mind of excuses. And the thing about excuses is that a lot of times no one's going to tell you that you're making them. That's the crazy part about it. So you could be someone that walks around and you always have an excuse for why something's not happening, why things aren't done. And that's just everything that comes out your mouth. No one is going to tell you that you're making excuses. You are going to continue to make them, and you're going to continue to be in the same space. So I'm going to give you some tips on how you can get out of this, because people often ask me, how do you do what you do? How do you go so hard for your brand? How do you have more than one business? How are you managing other people's businesses while also managing yours? What is the secret? What is the key? The key is there is no secret. It is hard work, consistency, and follow through, and it is discipline, because discipline shows up in areas where motivation will not. On days when you don't feel motivated, you have to have the discipline to keep following through with what you said you're going to do for your brand. And so that's what it is. That's it. There's nothing else to it. You got to be consistent. You have to follow through for your brand. And here's some things you can do. You got to get away from people who do not follow through and show up for themselves, and you have to disassociate yourself from them. It does not mean that you can't support them, you can't love them, you can't cheer for them. You have to disassociate in many areas, business being one of them. If you have that friend that you love, you support her, you root for her, but you notice that every time you guys say y'all are going to do something for business, she doesn't always show up and do it, you have to disassociate business when it comes to that relationship. You can still be a friend. You can still check in. You can still support. You can still say, hey, keep going. I support you. But you got to stop giving energy and time in that area, because you see that she is not as serious about it. Even if it's not a friend, even if it's a business partner, even if it's a business peer, even if it's a client, whoever it is, you have to be able to disassociate, because they are not serious about following through and coming through. And the more that you sit around people who are complacent and comfortable with being in the same space, the more you become those people. And it's such a scary process, because you don't even realize it's happening until you look up and everything that comes out of your mouth is a reason for why you were not able to achieve, when in reality it's a choice. A lot of times some things are not choices. Let's see let's give some good examples here, because I'm not trying to be controversial. Let's get straight to it. Let's see. How you breathe is not a choice. If you have breathing issues, right? Well, depending on what it is, right? Because some stuff, it is a choice, and you could determine that based off the food that you eat and how consistent you are with working out. But some things are not a choice. If you were born with a heart condition, if you were born with, different body parts than other people, or less body parts, that was not a choice. That was something that you could not choose. Okay. But some things are choices. For example, if you have 30 minutes of your day and you spend 30 minutes watching something that is not bringing you anything of substance or positivity or growth or inspiration or motivation. And you could have used that 30 minutes towards something that's going to help you grow, elevate, and expand. That was a choice that you made. And so that's what I mean when I say some things are choices. So you got to avoid being around people who are not consistent and do not show up. And you have to learn to meet people where they're at. If you are working with somebody in business or you're partnering with them and then they do not show up, it's okay to still support them, but you cannot expect them to show up for anything else in the future. And you cannot put them in the position where they are going to be accountable or responsible for anything connected to you because they've already shown you they do not show up. And if you do, you need to have a backup option available just in case they don't, and be prepared. And that is the mindset that you have to put yourself in if you want to see growth happening. Me, I don't even entertain. I try to make sure that I don't even entertain excuses or the conversation of excuses or why something can't be done. I've had people sit and they're like, oh, I've had such a busy day and I'm so overwhelmed. And that's why I haven't really talked about my dreams or my business. But then when I scroll through their page, I see them posting about Kim Kardashian, Kanye West, what color shirt they think is cute on Beyonce, why the tickets didn't go out. And there's nothing wrong with that because it is your life, live it. But the choice that you make to invest into strangers and other people could have been choices that you spent on yourself. I had a person tell me that they didn't have the money to be investing in their business anymore. Just like that. I don't have any extra money to spend on my business. And then I had the same person tell me that they went and spent $300 on a pair of designer shoes that will not be used for more than probably 2 to 3 years, if that much. That is a choice. So when you are around people who tend to make excuses instead of making solutions, you will become those people and you will wonder why your business is not growing and flourishing. And the reality is because subliminally, you are feeding yourself the message that there's always going to be a reason why you cannot grow and why you cannot succeed and why you should stop working on your dream. That's what's going to happen because that's what these people are thinking. When you start speaking on how you're going to get around the obstacles, this is a struggle for me. This is what I'm going to do. When you start speaking on understanding yourself and having self-awareness, you start coming up with solutions so that you are not a part of the list of excuse makers. I'll give you another example. I had someone say, oh, well, I wanted to, but I didn't get a notification. You need a notification to come to something that you said you wanted to be a part of? What? No. I know that I'm bad when it comes to remembering some things. I'm just not that good when it comes to remembering every single event because I got a lot of events on my calendar. I have over 80 bookings. Okay, that was the last time I checked. That was like a week ago. So I could have over 100 bookings this month. I'm not remembering every single one of them. Because I know that, I have a calendar and I have a scheduler. And I have a list of things that I know need to be sent out. And I send those out communication wise because I know that that's something that I'm not good with. And I have to be honest with myself. I can't say I'm going to be a business coach and then knowing that I don't remember stuff, still sign up for stuff and then still not show up and then blame the people that were there when I didn't show up for something I said I wanted to do or be a part of. That just doesn't work. And so when you are around people who allow you to bring those excuses that enable you, you now then become that person that is always having a reason for why you just don't make it happen. And we don't want that. We want to grow. We want elevation. That's what we want going on in our business. So you got to get around people who do not make excuses like that. You have to accept people for who they are and you have to let them be who they are, but learn to step back and go find what you need in that moment and what you deserve. It doesn't mean that y'all can't still support each other, but if you are always showing up for this business meeting and this person is never showing up and saying that they want that, but they're not showing up, you deserve to be sitting with somebody who is showing up with you so that y'all can grow together. That's what you deserve. So you got to go get what you deserve. Business is just like a relationship. And if you don't go out there and find people and partnerships and collaborations that you deserve, you're going to stay in the same place with people that do not appreciate your grit, your presence, your longevity, your consistency, your reliability. They do not appreciate it because they do not have it for themselves. So that is the first tip and insight that I'm giving to everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Charlie. I really appreciate that. Ooh, exciting. Okay, everybody drop good news in the comments. Any good news that you want to share about business or your personal life, drop in the comments. Let's celebrate together. Yay. Okay, perfect. I'll be meeting with her tonight, Charlie, so we'll be able to discuss this. We have a lot of different collaborations that we got to go over. Let's see. All right, so now that we have talked about that, let's go ahead and move into the second thing. This is collaborations. If you are a business professional and you're trying to create more impactful collaborations, I actually wrote a blog about 3 different tips that may help you with getting better collaborations and having more fruitful interactions to help grow your brand and make more money and just have overall richness when you're developing your business. Because if you're someone that has been stressed out trying to find collaborations, feeling like you're stuck, feeling like you're not really getting what you want out of things, maybe these things might help you. So let's start off with the first one. And then if you want, to go read this for yourself, you can just head on over to our blog and just search up collaborations. And it should pop up as 3 tips for stronger results in business collaborations. All right. So here's 3 ways you can increase your chances of someone partnering with you in the future. 3 tips. Tip number one, no entitlement. What does that mean? Don't be entitled. A collaboration is supposed to be mutually beneficial. Sometimes I see where business owners will suggest a collaboration, but they are not bringing anything of value, and they are expecting that someone is just going to say yes simply because they asked for the collaboration. And that's not how business works. And then when they get a no, or when people are not interested, instead of them being professional and continuing the communication or the relationship, but just accepting that it was a no, they tend to be a little bit petty. Like, I've had people where I was interested in a partnership, but then when I started hearing what I was going to receive in the partnership, it just didn't make sense for my business, and it didn't align with what I was trying to accomplish. And so I declined the partnership. And then there's no communication. It was like they went ghost. And it's okay. I mean, but let's still be professional. It's just like a relationship, or even if it's a breakup, it wasn't even a breakup because we're not even together yet. But, let's not allow the idea that we're entitled to someone's partnership or collaboration control a really great relationship that we could have had with somebody. So make sure that what you're providing is valuable to the person that you're wanting to collaborate with. Sometimes we come with a list of what we think would be valuable, but that's not valuable to the other person. The collaboration requires 2 people, just like a relationship. So you might feel like this free necklace is perfect for the collaboration, and the person might not be wanting a necklace. They might be needing an anklet or whatever it is they're needing. So that's the first thing. And then let's dig a little bit deeper about this. So I've had people who, I've come to them and I've said, hey, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm seeking for this collab. And they'll just off the rip offer something completely different. Before you start offering things, please make sure, and I put this in the blog, and I quote, for the love of small business Jesus, don't try to offer them something different before you have understood what they need. It's kind of weird to do that. That's like me going into a room and saying, hey guys, I need a white shirt. Does anybody have a white shirt? And then somebody walks up to you and says, hey, here's a blue shirt. Let's collab. You can go try on this blue shirt. And what? What? That's like going to the store and asking for something, and then somebody comes back with the opposite of what you asked for. Let's ask and understand people's needs and get to know them better. I'm not saying waste time with small talk, because there's a difference, but understand what they're looking for, understand what their goal is, understand what their limits or their budget is. If they're willing to spend any money, get to understand a person and where they're at before you start trying to offer them something different, because it's almost like you're not even acknowledging what they have genuinely and directly told you they are interested in or they are looking for. And that is something that has really helped me with growing stronger collaborations, is understanding what a person is needing in that moment and trying to cater to that while also getting something that I need. That's a successful collaboration. The next thing, no scarcity. So you can't have a scarcity mindset and expect great collaborations and partnerships with people. You can't come into a relationship, a business relationship, a partnership with the idea of, I'm going to hold this and I'm going to give you the very little that I can and try to get the most that I can from something. You have to absolutely expect that what you put out is what you're going to get. So I'll give you an example. I've had times where I've partnered with people for things, and they're supposed to provide a product, right? Well, they'll send me the product, but it's not what I asked for, or it's not on the scale of what I had asked for. And they know that when they sent it. We know what we're sending, we know what we're doing. In their minds, they're probably thinking, well, I don't want to waste my product, or I don't want, this to turn out to be something that's not necessarily beneficial for me. That might be what they were thinking. Oh, hopefully y'all can see me. Oh, can y'all hear me though? Can you still hear me? I'm sorry. I might have to change this. But yeah, so, I might have had somebody with an idea of, I'm not going to necessarily give too much, because I don't want my time to be wasted, or I don't want my money to be wasted, or I'm sending these products and I'm not sure if they're going to like it and whatnot. So they have a mind of scarcity. So I'll get the products and it's like, maybe I asked for apple juice. They'll send me some apple juice. It'll be, oh, I'm glad you can hear me. It'll be like a little tiny bottle of apple juice. And then it'll be samples of other stuff that I didn't ask for, even though I emphasized that I wanted apple juice, but I got grape juice, I got cherry juice, banana juice, everything except for the most of what I wanted and was looking for. That's not mutually beneficial, So we have to be better about listening to people and hearing them. Because if a customer came to me, or someone came to me and said, hey, I could do this for you, and I want what they're telling me they can do, and they say, I like apple juice, guess what I'm sending them? Loads of apple juice, a coupon for apple juice, a discount on apple juice. You're going to get apple juice. Thank you. Apple juice. You're going to get that. Okay. Thank y'all so much for the feedback. I'm so sorry. I couldn't even see the commentary, and I'm definitely going to have to pull up these comments too. So yes, apple juice, that's what I'm sending them. Let's not be stingy when we are working with people. Make it easy for someone to support you, because what you miss out on is a great opportunity for someone to experience the magic that you are capable of providing for them through your business. So now you've sent me these samples of grape juice and banana juice that I don't drink and never asked for, never wanted. And I'm going to say, okay, this is great, but am I really excited? Do I really feel like this is beneficial? Is it actually what I want? No. So when someone asks me, who should I love apple juice too. It's my favorite thing. But if anybody asks me outside of carrot juice, but if anybody asks me like, should you partner with X, Y, and Z, or what do you think about them? Or should I go there? I'm not referring you. If somebody asks me, who do you think will be a great partner? You're not going to be on my list, because you don't listen to what people are asking you. So you can't have scarcity mindset. If you are going to do something, you need to do it 100% if you're committing to it. That's just the reality in business and any relationship. Don't say you want it and you're going to do it, and then when you get there, you're trying to hold back. You're trying to play games. You got one foot in, one foot out. That's why you're not going to have that success that you are seeking. So if you say, I want to collaborate with you and I want to send you some products, you better send the best products you got, with all this stuff packaged up, looking nice and beautiful. You got to send exactly what these people ask for, what they are needing, if you are wanting the best results. Because they know what they wanted and what they needed from this, and they told you, and you're still operating from a place of trying to be scarce. And that mindset is going to have you missing out on better relationships and results that you could have received if you operated with an abundance mindset. And that's in business, that's in relationships, that's in friendships. How many times have you had a friendship where somebody was like holding back on you, and you could feel that they were holding back on you, but they were expecting you to continue giving all? Have you ever had that? Or a relationship where somebody was kind of like one foot in a little bit, but then they want to complain about how they don't actually have support and love, but you're not putting both of your feet in and going 100%. If you're going to do anything in this life, do it 100%, or just don't do it. What is the purpose? So that is the second tip that I'm giving. Now, let me go get this third tip, and then I'll come right back. I know my screen might be gone for a second. All right. So the last tip. This is my final tip on collaborations. Communication. The reason why is because people will lose you if you do not communicate with them effectively. Effective communication. You don't have to communicate all the time, but effective. Because when communication is effective, both parties feel secure in what is going on and what is taking place. When it is not effective, one party feels insecure about the relationship or about what is taking place. I cannot tell you how many times I have had to just simply let go of a partnership or a collaboration or a potential something because of the lack of communication with the person that I was supposed to be doing it with. It's just as simple. I mean, the same way you go and look at a 30-second commercial on the screen is the same way you could say, hey, by the way, I'll make sure that this is done by this date and it's completed. Or, yes, I saw your email. I'll do that. Or, no, I'm not really interested at this time, but I'll keep that in mind. Communication. We have to do better at that. And we just have to find a way to be more effective about it. Even if you are someone with a very busy schedule, how you communicate with your collaborators, with your partners is going to determine how successful that partnership is going to be. So me personally, when I'm doing business with people, I'm looking for people that are on it. I talked about this in my blog. I had a time where someone came on and wanted services. This person, this individual, all they had to do was fill out a form with their information. I waited 4 weeks for this form. And it wasn't like I was sitting down staring at my computer waiting for the form, because that's definitely not how that works. It was like, I'm doing business and stuff, and you've been given the date on when you needed to submit this. You should have had it done the first day that I gave it to you, but I've waited 4 weeks now to receive this. So I've now had to take time out of my business schedule and day and out of my clienteling to go and call you for a collaboration that is going to benefit your brand. And if you don't see the value in it more than I do, then we can't be doing it. But you said you saw the value and you said you were excited about it. So I waited 4 weeks for this person to fill out this form and get this information sent. When I did finally get them to fill out the form, a list of excuses and, oh, this happened. No, absolutely not. Because if you are able to post on social media, unless you have a social media manager, if you are able to comment on different things, ask questions about other stuff, then you are able to communicate about areas in a partnership that you are falling short on and that you need to fix so that this partnership can run smoothly. Sometimes people pick and choose what kind of communication they want to have. You cannot pick and choose. You need to be able to be communicative. And the reason being is because what you do is create insecurity within the relationship, and you show people that you may not be a reliable person when it comes to partnerships. So this individual waited 4 whole weeks. Nothing against them, wanted to see them do very well. And finally, we were able to get that information. But by the time we got the information, the momentum has slowed down. What I needed the information for, we are already past that season now. It's a whole month later. And then on top of that, they also wanted to collaborate. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. For anyone who has worked with me, knows me, partnered with me, shopped with me, you know, when it comes to the forms of information, your girl is getting faster every single year. Like we don't wait on that stuff. So we got to get it quick, because the quicker I get the information, the quicker I get the production done. The quicker the production is done, quicker we can take care of you the right way. So waiting for very long periods of time usually slows down momentum. That's just business. That's just life. So for all of that to happen, and then for this person to come back and expect that we're going to collaborate, I had to decline the collaboration, because I had to go find someone that I knew was going to be able to make things happen. In business, when you are a business owner or an entrepreneur, it is hard sometimes balancing your personal life with your brand, but we cannot make excuses and say that we want to run a business because people are relying on you. So if you have to get around that, communicate with your audience, find solutions, change the model of your business to align with your lifestyle. But don't always just be that person that always has a list of excuses for why you're not on time, why you're not on the deadline, why you're taking so long. Some emergencies happen for some people. Yes, there's actual emergencies, there's actual real life stuff going on. I have people who are going through health issues. I have people who have lost people in their family. I have people who are grieving. They're going through those things. But guess what they're also doing? Communicating and coming up with an action plan so that we can still make things happen for them and for whoever it is that is a part of that. So if you have something going on and you're not going to be able to get something done, or let's say you signed up for an event and you can't go, look around and see if you can get someone to volunteer to go in your place so you can have somebody that shows up for your brand. Get creative with how we are going to follow through. And then also, don't overcommit. If you can't do it, you can't do it. No needs to be your first automatic response. Needs to be no if you are unsure of the benefits and unsure of what is required of you. And then you learn more about it and it turns from a maybe to a yes, I can do this. But stop overcommitting, and that's going to help you in the long run. And make sure that you are communicating through the process of collaborating with people, because it really does slow down the whole system. So we got to be quick on that. I have clients who have gone through some crazy things in their lifetime, but one thing they still did was communicate, like, hey, this is happening right now. I'm not going to be able to do X, Y, and Z, but I just want to communicate and give you this. Thank you. That's all I need. I take that and I make the adjustments that are necessary, because the adjustments are going to be made regardless. But when you're in a partnership, it's two people. Let's do this right. So that is the last tip that I'm giving to anyone that is trying to elevate their experience that they have in collaborations. The next thing is, let's look at these comments and feedback. So, oh, we got good news. Okay, I'm gonna go to these responses and then I'm gonna go ahead and move to this good news. And then I'm gonna hurry because I gotta get on this meeting so I can talk about these collabs. Yes, listening is just like reading, is fundamental, absolutely. And it's something where you have to mentally train your brain, because we're in a world where our attention span is being decreased, our attention is being pulled in multiple different directions. So I understand how it can be a challenge for people. But in the same breath, you have to practice, you have to try. Some people don't even try. So active listening, active reading, huge benefits when it comes to fruitful relationships, connections, and results in business. I can't tell you how many times I had an opportunity that I was like, oh, hey, by the way, we're giving out a free business consult or a free mentorship. Click on the link, fill out a form. How many people? Eventually, I didn't get the notifications immediately, but it was in different communities and stuff. And I finally go back and see a notification and it says, I'm interested. Yeah, maybe I'll think about that. Yeah, what do we do for this? Hey, can you give me information on that? A lot of the times the information is already there. You just have to read it. But we just got in a habit now of just asking questions before we've actually read and consumed the information that has been given to us. So we got to practice that. And then let's see. Yes. And I definitely see, that's a perfect example. So Shelly's talking about the collaborations aspect. When I host my events, Shelly has donated products to me. She has provided complimentary items just to say thank you for me shopping with her. And a perfect example of practicing abundance. This is a perfect example. I'm not saying that you have to donate to people, you have to give people stuff, but if you are collaborating with someone or if you are signing up for something, have a mindset of abundance over scarcity, because I could take that and I can push forward your business or whatever it is you're doing. I can promote your brand. I can promote people to leave reviews. I can share your business cards. The more you're able to give to this person, the more you're going to get back from them, because it's an overall positive experience. And yes, I do know. So like, we have members that are going through health issues. We have members that are, dealing with things in their personal life, and they still show up for themselves and for other people. And it's a really hard thing to do. So I never want to be the person to compare one person's life, but in the same sense, everything is a choice, and we have to learn how to choose better to get better results. So got to be able to communicate. Let somebody know so we can know what to do. Let's go into this good news, and then we're going to go ahead and end this show, because I do have to make sure that I'm not late for this meeting. So I'm going to give myself some time. So we have good news. Charlie said, I'm working on prepping packages for my upcoming events. Super excited, Charlie. Please post them to our communities. Oh, another thing. Guys, we are all inquired out. And when I say we, I say me, all inquired out. So make sure you head to our website and fill out a contact us form. That is the only form of communication we will be doing going forward, because some notifications I get on social media and some I don't, but the website is always there. So when you go to the website, you go to the contact us page and you have 3 options. We're going to take care of you, any of those options. If you want a sit down one-on-one video call where you want to see my face and talk about whatever you have questions on, we can do that. If you just want a question answered, fill out the form, just answer the question. Just tell us where to send you the information, and then it will be sent to you. And then if you are wanting to leave feedback about your experience with another business in our directory, or your experience with Boss Babe Blog, you can leave feedback. And feedback doesn't have to always need to be something that wasn't a great experience or something that wasn't an awesome experience, whichever. If you had an awesome experience and you want to just share it on a feedback form. If you had a experience that was okay and you feel like it could have been better, put it in there. If you had an experience where you really felt like there was a lot that could have been better, put it on the feedback form. It's there for everybody, no matter what experience. So make sure y'all do that and go to that website, bossbabeblog.com. and leave the inquiry forms there, because the DMs are filling up. Some of them I'm getting, some of them I'm not. I'm having to scroll through to try to find inquiries for people who are saying they're interested in different things, and we only have so much time in a day. So I'm going to prioritize the people that have filled out the form on the website, and I'll be following up with you, calling you, making sure we can have a real conversation and discuss whatever it is you're concerned about or whatever you just need help with. All right, so next piece of good news. MJ said, one piece of good news right now that I have is that I made another week without crashing out. That's good. Shout out to the educators. We are glad to hear that, MJ. We're glad. We're proud of you. Let's see. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone, for joining us this evening. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the raffle. We're going to find out who has won this evening. Let's see. Okay, moving a little slow. We're going to use our backup device. And feel free to let us know any fall products that you want to share, or let people know what stuff that y'all going to be shopping for these holiday seasons. Are we doing any events? Are we hosting any events? Are we doing family reunions, sweatshirts, Christmas parties? What items would you say are hot right now that people can be looking into or preparing for their holidays and events? Let's see. We're going to do Wheel of Names. All right, let's see. Okay, so this evening we have MJ. We had MJ, Andy, Shelly, Charlie. Thank you, everyone that watched the show. Even if you didn't comment, we still appreciate you too. But feel free to comment if you want a chance to win some prizes next time. Let's see, MJ, Shelly, Andy, Charlie. I think I got everyone that I can see over here. So this evening, we're going to go ahead and load everybody up with the same amount of tickets, just to say thank you for joining. And we're going to find out who is winning this prize. All right. In the meantime, I'll show you the prize one more time. It is the official last one. I thought the one that that Shelly won was the last one, but this is the last one. So we're going to do this one. Okay, congratulations, Andy. Andy, you have 30 seconds to let us know that you are here to claim your prize. And if not, it will go to the next prize winner. Let's do the countdown. And then let me announce Charlie's announcement. Okay, it looks like we don't get to give that to Andy. So who is next? Let's see. Let's see. One more raffle. Charlie, congratulations, Charlie. You have won. Congratulations. And he said, Andy here, but not here. Yes. I thought you were trying to impersonate Andy. I was like, that's crazy. Congratulations, Charlie. Congratulations. So this item will be shipped. Shipping will be waived for tonight's show, to say thank you to everyone who decided to come on. And since we just saw your comment, we know you are here. Thank you so much, everyone who joined, who watched. I appreciate you all. And I'll see you at our next show. If you are a small business owner and you would like to advertise your brand, you are more than welcome to come on and be interviewed on our show. We try to get everyone on at least one time on the Boss Babe Business Show. So if you're ready, join us. And if you're a member of our directory, yes, Charlie, you, congratulations. If you are a member of our directory, you should expect that you can be on the show unlimited for the duration of your membership. So you want to come on and promote your brand, promote it. We stream on Twitch, YouTube, X, but then also Facebook. Facebook's been giving us like a little bit of an issue on my business page, but that's okay. We're just going to keep on going. But either way, the views for the show will consistently be up. So that's another cool thing on YouTube. You can comment, you can share, you can be on the live chat, and people can go back and watch the chat. So we love to have you. We love to have you join on live. You can do that unlimited as a member of our directory. Thank you, everyone, for watching the Boss Babe Business Show. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you next Thursday. Bye.